my metal mummy mine. Okay. He evolved this morning. Wow! I bet he can beat Metal Greymon. No way, your shrimp won't have a chance. Hey! Oh, you're here. Wow! Metal Greymon and Metal Mummymon. We'll see who wins now.
What's up, everyone? It's Omada here with a new Let's Play, Digimon World. From Bandai, 1997. Japan release 2. US shipment 2000. So, we're gonna do a brand new game. Of course, small issues, but we're not gonna barter with it. Okay, a few things to note is the recorder I'm using, which is OBS, no longer lets me use a window capture. So now I'm doing game capture, which does two things. A, makes it a little bit foggy, and B, it may or may not slow down in the recording, but yet it's still going to come out crystal clear on my end. So, disclaimer for those two. And apparently I have got the resolution too jacked up because Digimon on my screen is a frickin' blur. I'll fix that in the next part. But anyway, I am Digimon. Tell me about yourself. Do you have a Digivice? I actually have 5 in my drawer. 1 season 2, 2 season 4s, season 5, and a piece of a season 1 somewhere. Next question, do you prefer day or night? Day will give you Agumon, and night will give you Gabumon. I'm actually more of a nighttime person, so... Alright, what is your name? My name is the one and only, irreplaceable, outstanding Omada. And Digi's name will be... Rush. From Mega Man. Intent, folks. Intent. That's all the questions I have. See you later. Okay, time for another elevator scene. Okay, the CG scenes don't exactly look too bad, but it's just those in-game ones that might just cause me issues. Alright, so I'm not gonna go full-out ballistic, get 100% of every single thing in this game, because that's too much work, and not enough fun. After all, Digimon World is just fun. Right? Yes, I'm home, says Izzy. Izzy had like 5 people to voice in this game. I'll be home late tonight. There's pudding in the fridge if you have a snack. I'll be back later on, yada yada yada. P.S. Love, Mom. Click. Damn, I have got to lay off on the OJ.
It's Digimon.
Ah, shit.
Huh? He's saying something.
That's not good. Oh boy, we're going Technobite. And one of the amazing things you have to wonder is how are you able to retain your consciousness and be able to scream like a little pansy girl while being digitized into a digital stream? File Island. Oh yes, this is blurry as all hell. I'll fix this in part 2, folks, because this is gonna hurt my eyeballs. It's gonna look fine on your end, but my end it looks like a bunch of overlaid textual garbage. Yes, a human, just as you said, Gigi. I'm gonna call you Jedi. Gigi's just gonna... I'm gonna bite my tongue one of these times. Shush, she's getting up, says Jedi. Huh? Where am I? Welcome to Digimon World. What? Yikes. What's the matter? Who are you guys? Those are Digimon. What? Oh, hell no. I thought you knew about Digimon. I don't get it. This is a dream. Yeah. Sure. It's not a dream. Wait. You're Tokomon. This is a realistic dream. Even though I had a dream about 17 wood bees coming around a wood bird feeder, I'm pretty sure this by far beats it. Omada, this isn't a dream. It's not real either. Then hell, what is it? Purgatory? Hell? What are you talking about? Who are you? I am... Still gonna call him... I'm gonna call him Jedi. Screw Digimon name. Jedi sounds better. I don't know of any Digimon of that name. There are more Digimon than you know of the digital world. There's 6+ seasons. If you're including Tri, which is gonna have different ones, then we're gonna be counting 7 seasons. Digimon World. Enough of this baloney. This world is not a dream, or it is real. It's our own world, in our own dimensions. Because multiverse theory, folks. Gee, it looks too real to be a dream. Look behind you and see what you mean. Huh? Jesus! It's Gabumon! Nope, it's Rush. I remember now. I got sucked into the Digimon keychain. That's right. So shouldn't we be in the Tamagotchi and not in the digital world? Makes no sense. Why am I here? Come to the house, I'll explain. I need an adult. I invited you here to save us. From what? Yourselves? We are in File City. It's the center of File Island. A city? Here? Well, it was a city. There used to be all kinds of Digimon who lived here. Digimon started to lose heart and moved out of the city. What do you mean? I'm not sure what caused it. Digimon started losing their speaking skills. Actually, that's actually happening to me after... Some of them still talk, but they have forgotten that they all lived here. So that's what you meant by losing heart. Because home is where it all is. It's dangerous if we do nothing. But why me? A 10-year-old. You're good at raising Digimon, right? Hells yeah. Don't you realize that you speak Digimon? No way, I'm speaking plain old English. Every other version has its own language. It's just plain old Japanese, Portuguese, everything else in the mix. So that's just our port, basically. to us, it sounds like Digimon. Is it like that one thing, like Starfire has kissed the guy and learned the language and all that? That's right. In this world, your love for Digimon will give you strength. Why, thank you. That's why I chose you. You can rally all the Digimon on the island. What? Yeah, let's do it. Thanks. You're our only hope. Where do I start? We take Rush and explore the island. Find the cause for this danger and get Digimon to come back. Let's go, Rush. Wait, I haven't finished yet. Actually, we're going back for a completely different reason. Oh, analog stick's disabled. I'm back, and I'm planning to rebuild... Yeah, let's try that again. I'm back, and I'm planning to rebuild Vile City with the help from Rush. I want to build shops that are useful to you and Rush. You should explore native forest just outside the city. You can have this. Good luck. I got tons of items. Look up items, you press the square button. Fourth wall. Then select item from your X. Fourth wall. There's a Digivice on the floor. Fourth wall. Yep, so we got 3 small floppies, 3 medium floppies. We got a bandage, medicine, restore, and meat. Quick synopsis. HP and MP are your health and your mana magic. Your bandage is to use when a Digimon gets sick at a certain degree and is wounded during battle. How you can get wounded during battle is having less than 10% health, and it's about like 1 in 10. If you get less than 10% health, and it's like a 1 in 6 actually. I've never got wounded, and that's because I take very good care, have a surplus of healing items to go out. And I would never leave or end a battle without having as much as at least 20% health to avoid getting wounded. Because as it stands right now, these are the only 3 healthcare items we can get right now until we can get a shop and upgrade it. Restores are your godsend and saviors. Because if you get hit by an attack that you were not prepared for, you have an option to bring it back, but you have 5 seconds to use a restore. Otherwise, the Digimon will lose life. And we'll get to that topic next. The meat is basically the means of keeping your Digimon full. And meat is very important for the topic I'm going to talk about next. So, that's the items. So let's go to the second one here with the Richter scale. This is the Digimon status board. You have your HP and MP, which is your hit points, magic points. The icon that looks like Parasimon's mouth is offense. The butterfly one is defense. Speed is the arrow, and the brain is the light bulb. Quick synopsis here. Offense is the higher the stat amount, the stronger your techniques and attacks are. Higher your defense stat is, the less damage your opponent's techniques does to you. Speed, very important. The higher your speed is, the faster you can attack. And if you have it up above 400, then your Digimon can pretty much attack once every 4 to 5 seconds. Maxing it out, it will just keep going on and on. Brains, also important. Right now, Rush is about as dumb as a pile of rocks. So, if we get his brains up to 100, he could be able to learn Go All Out, which means we can choose the attack option, which means he uses his strongest techniques. So, on Gabu here, or Rush, we have the life gauge. We are given 3 hearts. All 3 hearts are gone. and it's game over for Rush. Rush dies, and pretty much we lose techniques. It's a 2 in 3 shot of losing techniques if lost life. And if you're looking to complete techniques for metals and other Digivolutions, and you lose a life and you lose some of them, it's a definite pain in the ass. Especially the one only ones, which are really, really hard to get. The happiness and discipline gauges are very important for Digivolution, because you need a specific Digivolution requires a certain amount of discipline, happiness, as well as care mistakes. As far as I can remember, it's been 3 years, folks, since I played this game. Care mistakes are around training too much, not getting it to the bathroom, getting sick, and whatnot, so... There's a couple others, so... But one thing I do know is feeding is not a care mistake. It's actually... You're actually, what's the word I'm looking for here? Suggested to overfeed. This is the technique board. As of right now, we only got the weak-ass Sonic Jab. And right now, Gabu can learn different sets of moves here. Alright, off the top of hand, you can learn the Fire Tower, which is at that top left. You can learn Heat Laser. And then he can learn a bunch of combat techniques. He can learn Tremor, which unfortunately, that's from a very, very specific boss, and it's going to be very hard to get to, like, endgame. You can learn Warcry, got the Sonic Jab. You can learn Dynamite Kick, which is really good for, before, getting midway, so to speak. And then he can learn Megaton Punch, which is probably the best fighting technique. Combat one. Battle technique, yeah. We have to have a technique to use to attack, otherwise we're just a sitting duck, so... It's something or nothing, right? Now, as for Digivolutions, not really one per se which one I would want to stick with, since I'm not... Gabu is a really oddball one to pick. So if I had to say... If I wanted to do like Garurumon... I'm not too sure about Garurumon's requirements, actually. Let's see here, Okay, here we go. One of the things for Garurumon that require is... I think it was MP and Speed were the main major factors. There's bonus conditions for Digivolution, so... 1000 MP and 100 Speed, and I can only do one care mistake. If I go over it, then I'm probably more than likely going to end up with Frigimon, which is... Or maybe, no, not Frigimon. Who was I thinking? Maybe Centauro, maybe, or somebody. I know I can get Centauro, or... If it's, my brains are just over 100. But if my discipline gauge is not all the way down, then that's the case. If I get Centaurimon, then I can actually go pretty far. Or I can go with Ogremon, which is 100 HP and 100 offense. Either way, the only difference between Garuru and Ogre is Ogre will give me either Gyromon or Andromon, and Garurumon will either give me Mega Seadramon or Skull Greymon. If I had to check the requirements for Mega Seadra, I'm not exactly too sure what the requirements for Mega Seadra are, so I'm gonna have to find out later on. But I talked on long enough, so... This is the player chart. Right now, I'm an amateur, apparently. No bits, no monies to be named, no items. There's 4 items there. There's actually a 5th item. If you chose to say that you had a Digivice, then you actually have, right next to the, that first bar there, is actually a hidden Digivice. I don't know. Don't know how that works, but we have a Digivice, but we just can't see it. The Digivice is actually supposed to help the requirements. It's supposed to lessen the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Lessen the benchmark for getting the ultimates, but it's still pretty strict. Figures, it should have been easier to get the champion, not ultimate, but hey. Right here is we have the Digivolution charts here. These 4 here are baby, these 4 are in training. The blue here is rookie. We got Agu Gabu, Bio, Pata, Elect, Palmon, Betamon, Penguinmon, and Kunmon. And then they could all become a bunch of champions. And then we have ultimates here. One thing I do recall is that you're guaranteed champion, and you're actually guaranteed ultimate if you can get your Digimon to live long enough. And that's living 400 and something oddball hours? It'll turn into Vaidmon, which is weird. You don't have to have met Vaidmon to be able to Digivolve, so that's also the thing. So I just never really understood that part, but hey. Medals. There's actually, in the Japanese version, you could actually do, you pick a card and then you go back to the medals chart, it'll actually show you what you need to get the medal. One of them is beat the game, another one's get all the cards, beat all the cups. And beating all the cups takes at least a couple years. And the cards. You get 2 of them. 2 of them you get for free. The rest you gotta pay for. The cards are neat, and they got nice pre-rendered background into it, so... Praising and scolding. Praising raises happiness and lowers your discipline. Scolding, it raises your discipline, but your happiness goes down the garbage drain. And then sleep is very important, because if your Digimon needs to sleep and an hour passes, it's a care mistake. So if a Digi needs to sleep, then let it sleep. I'll tell you about a Digimon's life. When Digimon get hungry, he'll tell you. He also needs to go to the potty. Yes, major thing. Digimon, just like us humans, have to go take a, well, dump. And if you don't make it there, then it's a care mistake, and that's going to screw you out of any Digivolution that you had. Unless you're shooting for one with 15 plus, like Gyromon. But that's later on. People get Digimon get sleepy and need sleep, but you have to make them sleep. They will actually stay awake, but they will, oh my god, they will lose happiness and discipline so fast if you don't make them sleep. And it also can shorten their lifespan. So you need to be very, very certain of your decisions. Don't try to keep them up too late for too long. They may get sick, be tired, get sick, get upset. It's kind of delicate, yes. And if they get sick, then their lifespan and their life gets cut even shorter. Each time a Digimon dies, their lifespan gets cut by 1 day. So that's also another thing you gotta watch as well. Since Digimon are wild creatures, you should praise or scold them. Very important. If their happiness is all the way down and their discipline needs work on, if they refuse to take an item, you can scold them, which is basically telling them, hey, what you did was bad. Bad boy. Scolding is good. Whatever you do, pay attention to what your Digimon is doing. And Pio here is in the side here. Poyomon, my name is Poyomon. Jedi told me about Rush would be digivolving. It takes 6 hours for a baby to in-training Digimon. That's 6 in-game hours, folks, not 6 literal hours. It'll take 1 day after Digivolution to reach Rookie. Then it will take 3 days to reach Champion. And the next stage is actually, believe it or not, 5 days. After 5 days, 5 days is the earliest you can start turning into an ultimate. But yep, weight, parameters, and the care mistakes are very, very important. I'm not sure about the details, so I'll ask Jedi next time. So it's just going to be the same thing. Pretty much. So this episode is just about the introduction into the series and small bits of exploration and whatnot. Would you like some meat? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to explain. This is a meat farm. We grow meat for everyone. You grow meat on a farm? Actually, that's kind of disgusting. Then again, I watched the whole 3 seasons of Tenchi Muto with him growing carrots in the ground and, what's her name? Bleh. Ryuoki eats it all, so it's believable. What's wrong? Nothing. It's alright. Please continue. Don't mind me prattling about Tenchi. Jedi and I decided to give you 3 pieces of meat a day. So here's today's meat. You got a 1 in 10 chance of Tenny actually giving you 5 pieces of meat. And that's when they're feeling generous. It's randomly generated on the day, so... And here we have a broken door. I'll tell you the surroundings of the city. Native forest surrounds the city. The Digimon around there are not very strong. There's a training camp on the west side. I think you will go there often. Tropical Jungle is on the east side, across the river. I don't know what's past that. There's a mountain and lake to the west side, and it's a dead end. If you keep going south, there's an ocean. And there's a high mountain in the north. It's also a dead end. Since this city is the center of the island, there must be vast areas in the north. I don't know, I think it should have been, there might be vast areas in the north, might. I'll check out the rumors, come around the outside area. Come back again to find out some more. Okay, so unfortunately to progress in plot, we have to talk to Euromon at least probably 4 times. The gym is over to the left. We don't exactly need to go to the gym just yet. I'll actually head to the gym when we're getting close to Digivolution time. Say, did you know there's a broken bridge in the east part of the city? We didn't think anybody would go there to use it, but we didn't think to do anything about it. We're thinking about fixing it on our own. Until then, go check out the west and south sectors. Then come back and see me. Yes, yes. Okay, so... time to call it a part. So... time to begin our new Digi-adventure with our first real boss battle. In the next episode.